How do you feel about that when people describe you as not exactly the real deal?
It's our job to answer questions, and that I think this should be a higher standard for all public officials, especially because lots of public officials have proven that as a class, we do not deserve the people's trust.
Okay. Pag-usapan muna natin ito kasi mahaba yung pag-uusapan namin ni Congressman because of the many issues regarding the DPWH budget. Pero pag-usapan natin ito mga accusations ninyo about the team of Secretary Vince Dizon. The resignation of Undersecretary Ari Perez, was that the outcome that you were wishing for?
First of all, my press con last Thursday was to call for reforms on the budget, making it incorruptible by lowering the price, making transparent the insertions that emanate from the DPWH, and hopefully, regardless of who the future officials of the DPWH Central Office would be, there would not be as much discretion as was uncovered in recent Senate hearings. And when there's less discretion, then there would be less corruption. And I gave as an example that even now, there are officials in DPWH that are linked to contractors. And then people asked who that was. And then Secretary Dizon said I should name him. One. And that ended up being the focus. I did not intend for Undersecretary Ari Perez to resign, but I stand by what I said, that officials of the DPWH, including Undersecretary Ari Perez, have links to contractors, and Secretary Dizon admitted that they have had meetings outside the DPWH with contractors, and what mattered is that there was nothing inappropriate in these meetings, but that I just want to clarify, because a lot of your listeners probably saw some news articles that I retracted my statement. I did not retract my statement, but what I said was that there was another member of the team who was pictured meeting with contractors in a restaurant recently, and it was in response to a media question if that was Yusek Ari Perez. I said, no, it was not. It's yet another one, but not that Yusek Ari Perez does not have links with contractors. But again, I don't want to dwell on this too much because the point is to work with the people in DPWH whom I am optimistic will be approving some of the reforms that we think will make the budget even better in the next few weeks.
Okay. Pag-uusapan natin most definitely yung mga reforms na pinopropose niyo, and base doon sa mga nabasa ko, very valid yun. No? Dahil ang daming kailangan linisin dyan sa DPWH. Pero dito muna, sa point dito kay Ari Perez, very curious yung choice of word ninyo, Congressman. No? Links to contractors. What exactly did you mean when you say links to contractors?
At the very least, there have been meetings, and I believe with contractors whom there is prior familiarity with. And the history of Yusek Ari Perez is also, he was the Bids and Awards Committee Chair in BCDA at the time that Secretary Vince Dizon was also a CEO of BCDA. And he also came from another company that I have some familiarity with. And the other members of Secretary Dizon's team, I also mentioned, have had meetings. In some cases were pictured with, and in other cases also have other reported talks with contractors. One of the things also that made it relevant to bring up Yusek Ari Perez is he was, I heard, going to be in charge of procurement at the DPWH Central Office when they're going to lower the threshold for bidding for Central Office projects, as I think the ICI recommended that instead of 150 million pesos threshold for district engineering offices, lowering it to 75, basically increase the scope of bidding at Central Office. And that if that is the case, then I think there deserves to be more scrutiny on the USEC for Technical Services, who would be overseeing all this bidding, especially if there is a possibility that the USEC for Technical Services is talking contractors.
Okay, most definitely kailangan may scrutiny, greater scrutiny dito sa mga officials ng DPWH. Pero are you suggesting that there was impropriety, conflict of interest, or wrongdoing when you said links?
I will add a little controversial part of the statements that I've made, that I was told that at least one member of the team is a contractor. And
Is a contractor.
yes, I have mentioned in my press briefings that I have had approximately 10 people give me information about appointees of Secretary Dizon. And this includes appointees who I have not named because they're still on the team and we're working with them on the proposed reforms. And I was not told by the person who said that one of them is a contractor who in the team is a contractor. But the one in the picture, there's a name. The one who called me during the press briefing at the instruction of Secretary Dizon, as Secretary Dizon confirmed, is also a name that's floating around. And Yusek Ari Perez is another name floating around. I'm just being transparent on the very bits of information that I have. But I think what Secretary Dizon does not deny is that members of his team have had meetings, and you're asking if I think that's inappropriate. I do. And he also said, in his own words, medyo alanganin to meet outside of DPWH, especially because there's a higher burden on them now, that there is reports that in the past, project budgets were sold to contractors, not in Congress, but upon appearing in the NEP prepared by DPWH. And the central office under Secretary Dizon submitted in September a new NEP. So I think it deserves more transparency, which was what I was calling for in the press con, on what are the hundreds of billions of pesos of new projects submitted by the new leadership of DPWH.
Pupuntahan po natin yung isa-isa, no? Pero dito sa sa contractor, sino po yung contractor na miyembro ng team ni Secretary Dizon?
Actually, gustong-gusto ko din malaman sino sa kanila, but
hindi niyo pa kilala?
As I said, I was told by the person that said that one of them is a contractor that he's very sure, and this is a credible person that told me that, but I am qualifying this piece of information because the other ones, I know the names, who's in the picture, who called me, who also has certain things attributed to him, and that Yusek Ari Perez was being seen as the head of the back for the central office. But the one who is a contractor, I'm just relaying that that one was not defined. But okay, if I can also just be a bit candid here, I think that there's a higher standard for them because of the history of corruption in the central office, and also because of the, I'm not sure if the public is generally aware, of course, even worse situation among regional directors and district engineering offices of DPWH, many of whom are acknowledged to be contractors. I think if the question to Secretary Dizon was, do you think that at the lower level, regional and the district offices, the engineers are contractors, he will not deny.
Okay.
So,
pero alam natin yung rule, Congressman, no? Yung nag-aakusa, nasa kanya yung burden of proof. And the issue being raised or thrown against you is that you've been making a lot of insinuations without providing hard evidence or hard proof, which makes it unfair.
Yes. So I think I'm not making my claim that any one of them is a contractor. I just mentioned that earlier for completeness of my claim, but that they have links to contractors, Secretary Dizon didn't even deny because they had meetings. What was discussed in those meetings is the question. And I think it is inappropriate to have meetings that are with people who are bidding for contracts under the agency whose bids you oversee. And the least that I have asked for is transparency and disclosure on the contractors that are met. If there was indeed no kickbacks discussed, then there should be no problem in disclosing the meetings that happened in certain restaurants.
Sino yung mga contractors na nakapag-meet at sino po yung mga DPWH na member ng team ni Vince Dizon na nakapag-meeting?
Well, that's what I'm asking them to disclose after they acknowledged that meetings have happened.
Pero kilala nyo? Kilala nyo sila? You have the names?
Actually, I know the official that reports to Secretary Dizon who was pictured having a meeting with 3 contractors in a restaurant near DPWH.
Saan po yung restaurant? At kailan po nangyari?
Manila Hotel.
Manila Hotel? Kailan po nangyari meeting?
I don't want to leave them having no member of the team who has not resigned after being publicly named, right? So I think that these people are working on the reforms, whether there's any people approaching them, any temptations, is not incompatible with them also trying to reform DPWH. And I'm looking at the bottom line, which is Secretary Dizon said that we will lower the price of DPWH projects. And if they have had meetings and still haven't disclosed with whom, but they will lower the price of DPWH projects, then if you're suspecting that there is kickbacks being discussed in those meetings, it is counter to getting kickbacks to be lowering the price in the budget that will be funding the kickbacks, which is why, to me, I am just trying to eliminate corruption at the source, not downstream when it's actually released to a contractor. If there is a lower price, then there's less to steal.
Okay. Pero meron bang indication? Ano yung pinagbasihan ninyo para magsuspecha na baka napag-usapan ng kickback sa mga meeting na yan? Doon sa meeting na yan?
The contractor in the meeting said that may hinihingi.
Yung team?
Yes.
Magkano rin hinihingi?
Hindi ko na po alam magkano. But the reason why I...
Wait, so ang source nyo, sorry. So ang source nyo was one of the contractors in that Manila Hotel meeting?
Second hand from the contractor.
So sino yung source ninyo? You don't have the name.
Yes, a friend.
Pero how credible is that source?
A friend of the contractor.
A friend of the contractor. So ano po yung kwento daw ng contractor?
And there is a picture of the meeting.
So sino rin nag-set ng meeting? Yung DPWH o yung mga contractor?
Tatlo daw yung contractor eh.
Tatlong contractor. Ilan po yung mga taga-DPWH na nakapag-meet naman?
I think isa.
Isa. Tapos nang hihingi.
Yes. But I would say part of why I decided that it's worth bringing this up and that I think history will prove that I am not unfounded in raising these issues is also because the past has shown that it's very hard to find the person in DPWH who has not been approached and received offers from contractors. And it would actually be reassuring by Secretary Dizon and his team for them to confide to the public that we have been offered kickbacks. I will not believe that they have not been offered kickbacks. Secretary Dizon might say that walang naglakas ng loob na nag-alok sa kanya directly, but meron malapit na tao kay Secretary Dizon na baka araw-araw may mga contractors na nagpapahiwatig sa kanya na kapalit
dito ang sabi nyo, dito ang sabi nyo yung DPWH na tao ni Vince Dizon ang lumapit sa contractor, hindi po ba?
I am just aware that there's a meeting with 3 contractors and 1 appointee.
Pero sabi nyo kanina, ang lumapit, ang nanghihingi, yung DPWH.
Yan yung sabi ng contractor.
Okay. Ito po bang DPWH na nakapag-meeting? Ito po ba si Ari Perez or someone else?
Someone else, which is why some member of the media twisted that to say that I denied my claim about Ari Perez. And I said, no, I denied that he is the one who met 3 contractors in a restaurant. But not that he did not also have links with contractors, just that there's another one pa. And by the way, I think can I just say at this, if you search the internet, you will find the name of another one of them who is more likely suspected of having links with contractors. And I'm sure there's many intelligent people who watch your show who can do the research on the people who are handling or overseeing projects now in DPWH.
Pinaalam niya na ba kay Secretary Dizon itong pangalan ng kanyang tao na di umano nanghihingi dun sa contractors?
I do not believe that Secretary Dizon would not know all of these things that I'm talking about, because he chose these people because he knows them very well. Ari Perez was the chair of the Bids and Awards Committee of BCDA when he was CEO of BCDA. The other members of his team he's also worked with previously, including at the OTR. And
Okay.
the reason why I decided that it's worth bringing this up is because I think that history will prove that it is not baseless. And if I can just make the following point, and some can say that this is a bit lazy thinking, but I think the vast majority of people who enter DPWH will at some point have some taint of corruption. And I hope that that will change under the leadership of Secretary Dizon, but I do not believe that there is no talk of kickbacks for DPWH projects in the central office under the current leadership, because as Yusek Bernardo said, almost 100% of bids in DPWH are rigged under the time of Secretary Bonoan, and it's not even not 0% now. It's probably still close to almost 100% today.
Okay. Yung tatlong contractors po ba pumayag doon sa hinihingi ng DPWH official?
I think not, because that's why parang nagsumbong nga, and I would think actually there's many people that are aware of this now because things spread pretty fast.
Okay.
And
nung tinanong ko kayo kung alam na, sabi nyo, malabong hindi alam ito ni Vince Dizon, no? Dahil tao niya ito nakipag-meeting. So, lumalabas na at the very least, Vince Dizon is condoning a corrupt activity by one of his underlings.
He's aware of it.
So, is he also corrupt in your book?
I think that if I answer that question, it might compromise the ability to get reforms passed in DPWH. Also because he has lots of supporters watching your show who will then not be as positive to all the rest of the constructive solutions that I will propose. But
pupunta tayo, promise, pupunta tayo rin, Congressman. Pero
yes,
kailangan talaga nating pagdaanan nito, no?
Yes.
Do you still trust Vince Dizon to head the DPWH and institute all these reforms?
I agree with him leading the DPWH. It is a good decision. There is no perfect person to lead the DPWH.
Pero may duda kayo?
I think that if he doesn't admit to the public that he's been offered kickbacks, then that's not true. Because there is 600 billion pesos of procurement that is being proposed for 2026. And that agency has historically had bid rigging and kickbacks on almost all projects.
Okay.
So the people whose livelihood is rigging bids and offering kickbacks to DPWH officials are at this moment offering that to new people in DPWH. I want to be a bit fair naman to Secretary Dizon. He's done a lot of good things, and I'm sure he has the good intentions, but there's some reasons why he can't be so candid about kickbacks in DPWH kasi syempre yung ibang mga stakeholders na kailangan din niyang i-appease, baka yung mga umaasa sa mga kickbacks pa. Pero sa akin parang medyo nakakaduda kung hindi man lang niyang aminin na talamak pa ang kickback sa DPWH.
Okay. Kasi ako mismo naniniwala rin po na talagang sangkatutak pa rin yung corruption niya sa DPWH kahit sinisimulan na po yung paglilinis, no? Pero ang issue binabato kasi sa inyo, Congressman, parang nagtatanim kayo ng tamang hinala without providing solid proof, which can be construed as unfair to the people being accused.
Okay. You began this interview by asking me, what do I think about people criticizing me? And I said that I think public officials in the Philippine context, given the history of public officials, deserve to be held to a high standard and criticized. So I think if you choose to be in the DPWH, hindi ka dapat magreklamo na kinakriticize ka for possible corruption. And actually, I thank him for admitting that meetings have happened outside of the DPWH. But I think when he says that, the burden of proof is no longer on me to prove that there was kickbacks asked for in those meetings. It's on them to answer who are the meetings with and how do we know that there were no kickbacks discussed in those meetings, especially if until now they're not disclosing who the contractors they met with are.